guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video. Before you start making your lotion, make sure you have cleaned everything properly and sanitized. I like to wash all of my tools as well as my countertops with a little bit of bleach water and then spray it down with alcohol just to make sure that everything is nice and sanitized. If you like this recipe, check out the description box. To add the benefits of oatmeal to my product, I like to use Oat Extract because it is water soluble and it's very easy to incorporate into the lotion. So after I add this, I am going to remove my beaker from my scale. I place it back on to see how much that weighs with my beaker and all of my water-based ingredients. This is an important step because once you place this in your double boiler, of course, you lose some of that water due to steam. And you want to make sure that you put that water amount back into that beaker. This is the last ingredient in my oil phase. After this, I am going to take both my water phase and my oil phase and place them onto the stove to bring them up to the same temperature. Don't worry if you don't have a double boiler. You can make one yourself just like I did here. Just take your beakers and place them into a pan with just a little water and get them to around the same temperature. And as I mentioned earlier about weighing your water phase, this is where this comes into play. Now that I can see how much water I'm missing, I have another little beaker of water that I have at the same temperature, and I am adding that water back into the beaker. Now that I have added my oil phase into my water phase, I am going to take my stick blender and mix this up a bit. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to cool this down a little faster by placing it in a water bath. Now that it has cooled down just a bit, I want to place my coconut milk powder in there as well as my Panthenol. I like to do it when it's still just a little bit warm, just to make sure that it incorporates well. And I'll take my stick blender and mix this up again and then place it back in the water bath to let it cool a bit more. So now that this has reached the appropriate temperature for my preservative, I'm going to go ahead and add my preservative in and my fragrance oil, mix it again, and then I will let it cool a little more, and then I will pour that into my container. As you can see here, during the process, I whipped in some bubbles into my lotion. So if that happens, you definitely want to let this sit and settle down before you pour it into your bottle. Otherwise, you're going to have a whole bunch of foam into your lotion, and it makes it really difficult to get the right amount into the bottle. So here we are, guys. This is the final lotion. I absolutely love this recipe. The oatmeal is so good for soothing your skin, and the coconut milk powder just helps to add a little more moisture to it. It absorbs well into the skin. It's not greasy. I do hope you guys will try this recipe. And that's it for me. I will be giving you guys another video on Sunday, and I will chat with you then. Have a great rest of your Friday, and until Sunday, bye.